Richie. Welcome, welcome.
I thought number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I'll learn to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Thank you, Jesus. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Oh, Jesus. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. So hold my hand. Can't even walk without you.
Abusing sites.
I thought number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Thank you, Jesus. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Oh, Jesus. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. So hold my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I learn to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. So hold my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk, so help me Jesus. Can't even walk, so help me Jesus. Without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. I thought number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Hold my hand. Can't even walk without you.
Abusing sites.
I thought number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you.
Welcome everybody into the live stream. Hello. About 7 million people in the house. How are you all doing today? I feel like a real queen. Bro, Rich, how you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Lovely to see you. I don't know about you guys, but this is my song, my anthem. Can't even walk, you know. The road we trod, man, it's hard nowadays, I tell you. It's just challenges on top of challenges on top of challenges. Hey, but God, with God, all things are possible, man. I'm sure you can agree. But welcome into the live. Please hit the like button as you come in. If you're not staying, that's cool. But please give me some love before you go. Rowan said, no, I look like a queen. I'm always a queen, but I failed to wear the crown. Oh my God, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing okay. Today is for our mothers, our single mothers. I'm coming at you today because, boy, I have some stuff I need to say to you, man. But I want to ask my brothers, in the comment section, you can comment. You can come on screen and you can talk if you want. If you're in a relationship with a woman, a single mother, with children, a child or more than one, and the relationship is a bit strenuous to the point where you decide you want to leave, and she tried everything to keep you there, and she's saying, I love you, don't go, and you're like, no, I have to go, this is too much now, it's not going to work. And she turned to you and said, all right, I've tried everything. The last thing I have here is my 12-year-old daughter. I give you permission to do you know what. Men, would you, A, take advantage of that offer? Would you run away from that woman? Would you report her? What would you do? I have a story in here to share about such stuff. And ladies, if you and your man have a little issue and, you know, as we say, teeth and tongue will meet, we will argue, we will leave, we'll come back, you know, we'll get it together. If you have an argument with your partner and he left and returned, and then you found him doing stuff to your daughter, what would you do? Would you report him to the police? Would you jungle justice? Or would you just brush it under the carpet as if it is okay? I want to know. I want to know. But hello, beautiful souls. Today we're going to talk about something incredibly important, something that touches the lives of so many single mothers out there. We're discussing the responsibility we have to protect our children, no matter the circumstances we face as single mothers. So, welcome everyone. Welcome into my live stream. I hope that you all are doing okay. Before we dive into this critical discussion, I want to take a moment to thank each of you for being here. And even if you're watching the replay, thank you. Whether you're joining me live or catching it later, know that your presence is valued. Today we're tackling some, what would you say, truly challenging and heartbreaking realities that affect so many lives. This might bring back memories, it might trigger some, but that is not the intention here. It's not easy prioritizing the safety and well-being of our children or of children, even in the most difficult circumstances. But we're going to discuss this. And this is the place where these discussions will take place, because this is a safe space for us to share, learn, and support each other. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of things, I want to start with the prayer. But just enjoy this song for a few more minutes as I get something ready. Bro Rich, how you doing? Where you at? Where you at? How is Jamaica right now? Send me some hot sunshine. Brittany's not seeing any sunshine right now. Not at all. It's mostly wet weather we're experiencing. Not cool, right? But we're still grateful because we can go out there in our t-shirts at times. I thought of myself as I can't even walk. I have a few songs I want to play for my single mothers as well. I am trying to get those on my computer, hence why my eye is so direct where it is right now. But here I find it. You're there, man. You're there, man. What you mean? You're there up on the scene. All right, bad selection. I'm going to play a few songs for my mothers before I jump into what I want to jump into. I need to grab something as well, so just give me a minute. I'm going to let this play on its own. I soon come, all right? Just enjoy this music, guys. I'm coming right back.
Single mother, feel the strain, but you can rise again. Don't hold tight, you're gonna be alright. In the face of fear, you'll see best mom you can be. Single mothers rise above. Being alone is not a curse.
I am not happy. That's the wrong thing I uploaded, guys. Bear with me 1 minute. Let me get the right one. That's the wrong one. That's just a little teaser from all the songs and not the full play. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Where are you watching me from today, guys? Do you mind sharing in the comment section? Let me know where you at. I know Bro Rich is in Jamaica. Blessings and greetings to all my Jamaican family. If you don't know, I am from Jamaica. That's my home. That's my birth, my motherland. Yeah, man. Clarendon, big up yourself. Edwin Allen, graduates. Yeah. Kilsit Primary, that's where I'm from. Seaview Garden. Yep, lived there a couple of years. Downtown Kingston. Yeah, man. I used to sell down there too. So I ain't no stranger to certain things. Yeah. Big up everyone who's still in the hustle. Manners and respect. Manners and respect. All right, I got it now. I got it. I got it. Here we go.
Single mother, feel the strain, but you can rise again. You are strong within, you will always win. Late nights, early days, through the tears and haze, keep your dreams alive, find your strength to thrive. You can do it, you'll see, best mom you can be. Don't lose who you are, you're a shining star. Balancing every role, carrying a heavy load. Love will guide your way through each and every day. Pressure's on, but hold tight, you're gonna be alright. In the face of fear, wipe away that tear. You can do it, you'll see, best mom you can be. Don't lose who you are, you're a shining star. Late nights, early days, through the tears and haze, keep your dreams alive, find your strength to thrive. You can do it, you'll see, best mom you can be. Don't lose who you are, you're a shining star. You can do it, you'll see, best mom you can be. Don't lose who you are, you're a shining star. Single mothers rise above, no need to chase no fleeting love. Standards high, you won't give up. In yourself you fill your cup. Life is tough, but so are you. Every day you push on through, carrying hearts and dreams that bloom. In your strength the world finds truth. Never lower, lifted higher. Feel the flame that lights your fire. Being alone is not a curse. Worth and pride you always nurse. Years may fall, but you'll stay strong. In your heart you find a song. For your kids you'll do no wrong, guiding them where they belong. Life's not easy, but who cares? Courage in the love you share. Stronger than the world's despair. No need for man to be aware. Never lower, lift it higher. Feel the flame that lights your fire. Being alone is not a curse. Worth and pride you always nurse. Single mothers rise above, no need to chase no fleeting love. Standards high, you won't give forever. In yourself, you fill your cup. Single mom, you're so tough. World on your shoulders ain't enough. Every day you rise and shine. Fight through every storm you find. Lonely nights, silent tears, facing all your hardest fears. Strong and fierce against the tide, with your kids there by your side. You're a warrior, heart so bold. Through the pain you hold your own. Single mom, you stand so tall. You will rise up, never fall. Money tight, stress runs high. Still you find the reasons why. Little smiles, they light your way. Every night and every day. You're a warrior, heart so bold. Through the pain you hold your own. Single mom, you stand so tall. You will rise up, never fall. In your eyes the fire burns. Every challenge you return. Keep on fighting, carry through. For your kids you always do. Oh, you. In your eyes the fire burns. Every challenge you return. Keep on fighting, carry through. For your kids you always do. Oh, you're a warrior, heart so bold. Through the pain you hold your own. You single arm, you stand so tall. You stand, you will rise up, never fall. You rise up, never fall. You will rise up, never fall. In your eyes, the fire burns. Every challenge you return.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome into the live. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Bro Rich, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, because I would like to question you today. And I would like you to, get involved. But anywho, anyone here in the chat on the live can also answer any of the questions that I'm gonna ask, or just get involved. You can do so in the comment section, or you can appear on the screen. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section if you choose to appear on screen with me. If not, I'll just deliver my message and exit this platform. Now, before I get into the rest of the program, let me whisper a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I come before you today, humbled and seeking your wisdom and guidance. We ask that you bless each single mother who is listening to this message. Grant them the strength, courage, and discernment they need to protect their children and make the right decisions in their lives. May your divine love and grace surround them and their children, shielding them from harm and guiding them towards a future filled with peace, love, and safety. We ask this in your precious and wonderful name. Amen. Guys, you might be wondering why this topic today. Why not? Oops, my phone needs to be on silent. Why not? Why not? There's so many things going on in the news, on the media, in the media. Some things that some mothers are doing. It's just heart wrenching. I cannot understand sometimes why we behave the way we behave. It's very Now, I'm going to share three stories topic today: protecting our children, raising awareness on child abuse in adult relationships. Yes, this is very common. Many times we start new relationship and we allow our new spouse to just take over our lives. No boundaries, no limitations, just neglect in some cases, failing to see what our spouse are doing to our little children. We're not talking about grown children, adult. We're talking about young children in under 10, a little over 10, or under 15. Now, recently, two heartbreaking incidents came to my attention. In fact, I listened to them on another YouTuber channel, Popeyes. Big up yourself. In one case, a mother allowed her boyfriend to mistreat her 12-year-old daughter. I use the word mistreat because I don't want to. Well, I'm going to be specific. She allowed her boyfriend to mistreat her 12-year-old daughter, but the truth is that she gave her partner permission to sleep with her 12-year-old daughter in order for him to stay in the relationship with her. Another case with a single mother. She and her boyfriend had their arguments. Relationship, they do have their ups and downs, and he left, returned, and whew. The best part of relationship is the making up part. Sometimes when you fight and then you make up. Yeah, some people say sometimes that's the best part. Maybe, but this guy came back to his girlfriend's house. She pretended to be sleeping when he said hello. She didn't answer him. So after a while, he didn't return. And long story short, she went looking, couldn't find him, and she was shocked as to what she saw. I will share the full story with you shortly. And then the last story is basically talking about neglect and how sometimes we fail to see what's happening to our children, even though it's happening in our presence. These are tragic, painful stories. Reminder of the immense responsibility we have as mothers. Not just mothers, because we have single fathers who invite women into their lives, and women do the same to men's children, mistreat them. Yeah, but we're just talking about single mothers today. We are to prioritize our children's safety above all else, especially when they are at a young age. Being a single mother is not easy. I understand that. There are countless challenges, from financial burdens to the loneliness that can come with raising children. Hey, Rich. On your own, but the well-being of our children must always come first, no matter what. The children are our future, they say, and that is true because there will come a time when we will rely on them to look after us. So we have to play our part today because the seed we sow today, we will reap later. You treat them bad, they will treat you the same later if they are unforgiven. And ladies, it's easy to fall into the mindset that because you're a single mother, as soon as a man shows interest in you, you must do whatever it takes to keep him. But let me tell you this, being a single mother is not a curse. It's a role that requires strength, wisdom, and immense love. Never lower your standard. Never lower your standards just to accommodate a man in your life, especially when it comes at the risk of your children's safety, ladies. Excuse me. Your children are your greatest treasures, and it is your duty to protect them, to ensure they grow up in an environment where they feel safe, loved, and valued. I listened to another YouTuber cover this topic some time ago, and she's from Nigeria, and it is so sad. Some of the stories she mentioned on her program, how some single mothers, when some of them, they met, a new man, and that man doesn't want anything to do with her children. In some cases, the woman would neglect the children, take them to some family home, and just go off living a single life with this man and then have new children with him and just forget about those other children she had first. In other cases, she mentioned that women would go to the extreme to take the life of their children only because a man is saying to them that, look, I don't want any baggage. How sad. You would carry a child for 9 months, and because you want to get into a relationship to feel accepted by that man, you would take your own child's life. That's not it. Because that's not a good man. A good man would never tell a woman to do that to her child. No. A good man would accept a woman with her children and make them his own. Single mother is not about you getting up, sleeping with a man, and then he left you with the children. Some single mothers were married and lost their husband and ended up on their own. That doesn't mean they should be treated any less than someone who isn't a mother yet. So as I said, I'm going to share in this live 3 stories regarding this issue with hope that it will resonate and serve as a wake-up call. So single mothers, please pay attention. And men, pay attention too. Because sometimes you are the problem. If you want a woman and she has children and you don't want children, that's okay, leave her alone. But don't push her to the extreme to do wrong to her children, because she will do the same to yours one day. What if you get involved and something happened to you? She's left with not just her older children, but yours. Then another man come. That mindset, it is messy. So in this crucial live stream, guys, we will dive into the pressing issue of child abuse within the context of adult relationships. As parents and caregivers, our foremost responsibility is to protect our children from harm. Unfortunately, some children become victims of abuse due to the unhealthy relationships of adults around them. Now, the stories. A couple in their 30s. Very disturbing, please. This might be triggering to somebody. A couple in their 30s were having relationship problems in Jamaica. The woman had a small child, 5 years old, from another relationship. She and her boyfriend, they fought, he left. The argument became too much, and that's why he left, but later returned. When he returned to the premises of his girlfriend and her 5-year-old daughter, upon entering the house, he greeted his girlfriend, but she pretended to be sleeping, even though she was not. He proceeded into the house. After some time, the girlfriend couldn't see her boyfriend returning to her, so she went looking for him. And that is in the house. But he was nowhere to be found. She decided to look in the one room she never looked before, and that's her 5-year-old daughter's room. Bingo! There he was. But the mother goes, she got the shock of her life, because what she never expected is what she saw. She found her boyfriend eating her 5-year-old daughter. Innocence. May I not be graphic on YouTube? The 30-plus-year-old boyfriend went into the young child's room, pulled her panties down, and he went eating. And that is the position the mother found him in. Long story short, yes, the police was called and the incident was reported, and that's history. Some would say the boyfriend was angry. So he has crossed the line, taking out his frustration on the innocent child. But that's not really true, is it? That man loves little children. He's what many call child molester under disguise. Would you agree? The next one is shocking. It is absolutely shocking. The length some of us would go through. And that's why I'm saying, single mothers, you don't have to succumb to certain, what's the word? Certain programming to keep a man. If you have to, it means that you're trying to get involved with the wrong man. No child should suffer because of adult conflicts. If you find yourself in a similar situation, please know there is help available. Reach out, speak to someone, seek support, and prioritize your child's safety. Abuse can happen in any form, and often the most vulnerable are the ones who suffer silently. Be vigilant when it comes to your children. Be proactive and protect the innocents. Sometimes the best decision to remove oneself and loved ones from a harmful environment can be very difficult, but your children should be prioritized. Now, the other story is of a mother who lived with her partner and her 12-year-old daughter. The woman and her boyfriend had relationship issues. The relationship was going south, and the man decided he wanted to end the relationship. His mind was made up. He would not stay, regardless of how much the woman asked him. She tried everything, but the man was adamant he was leaving. And would you believe what the woman did to convince the man to stay? She offered him her 12-year-old daughter, innocence. She gave that man permission to do what he wanted with her 12-year-old daughter as long as he stays with her. And he did took the offer up. Now that is a man with a fetish thing for children again. But mommy didn't mind doing that as long as he stayed with her. Sick. This whole situation with the child and her mother's boyfriend came to light when the child was moved to another family home where she spoke out against her mother and the man. And yes, police got involved, and the rest is history. There was a woman who had been raising her daughter alone for several years. She was strong, like many of us, independent, but also deeply lonely. When she finally met a man who showed her affection and interest, she felt like she had been given a second chance at happiness. She welcomed this man into her life and, by extension, into her daughter's life as well. But over time, things began to change. The man started to show signs of impatience and irritation towards her daughter. The mother noticed but I was going to say close her eyes, but she chose to ignore it, telling herself that it was just the stress of adjusting to a new family dynamic. Until one day, she walked in on him, harshly disciplining her daughter in a way that crossed all boundaries of what was acceptable. She was shocked, but she still was hesitant to act, afraid of losing the man she had grown to care for. Big red flag. This hesitation cost her dearly. Her daughter began to withdraw, to lose trust in her, and their strong bond became fragile. It was until the mother realized the true extent of the damage that she finally acted. But by then, the emotional scars had already begun to form. Old people would say, "Too late shall be your cry, mother." This story is a reminder to all single mothers out there. Not just single mother really, but mothers with husband and children living there with that man being their father. Never turn a blind eye to mistreatment, I beg you. Ladies, never turn an eye to mistreatment. Even fathers, sometimes you have women who mistreat the children in front of your eyes in the name of discipline. But that is not discipline. If the child is left with scars from being beaten, if this child is started to act in a way, for example, wetting their bed, "Mr. Walker, welcome, lovely to see you." Don't turn a blind eye to mistreatment. Never prioritize a romantic relationship over the well-being of your child. There are many good men out there who will love and appreciate you for who you are alongside your children or with your children. But it is up to you to protect your children until that person comes along. Do not allow anyone into your life who does not fully respect and love your children as you do. It is a sad case when we prioritize our own happiness over that of our children. In a recent video I did, I said that once you decide to have children, 1 minute, bro, Rich, you hold it there. 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me wrap up what I'm about to say. Once you decide to have children, the priority is not about you anymore. It's about your children.
Mm.
The priority is about children. You can't think about life as you had it before. You're free and you're single. No, you're not single anymore. So, jobs, the late nights, the doing this with my friend.
Okay.
No, it has to be about the children. Your children need to know that they can confide in you, that they are safe with you. It's important to build a bond with them, to make them feel comfortable sharing their fears, their experiences, and their thoughts. Teach them about the world, both good and bad. Make them aware of the dangers they might face so they can recognize them and come to you for protection. Children need to know that their voices matter and that they are heard. But it's about building trust. Building trust with your children is key. It not only protects them from harm, but also empower them to grow into strong, confident individuals who understand their worth and the importance of self-respect. Rich, I don't know if you were told this, but I remember when we were growing up, grandma, you'd always hear this nonsense, be seen and not be heard. So when stuff were happening to us, we dare not talk because we were told to be seen and not be heard. And who are we to go and say, Grandma, do you know that Uncle Tom, Mr. John that you sent me to collect the banana, the orange, he tried to touch me here. You would get some whipping on your behind for lying. Are we still treating children like that today? Are we still telling children they shouldn't talk and allow them to suffer in silence? If we are,
Hello, Miss
it's time to
Delian.
stop. Welcome to the live stream, Bro Rich. Welcome.
Yeah, man.
Welcome. Well, I want to
So,
hear from you. And Bro Rich, I want to hear from you too. And this is it. Have you
yeah,
ever found yourself in a situation where you had to choose between a relationship and a child? Maybe not.
no,
Not you, but hold on. I will ask you a specific question in a minute. Now, if you have, how did you handle it? You can let me know in the comment section. I can pick up on that later. Mr. Walker, how about you? What advice would you give to other single mothers who might be facing similar challenges? Share your thoughts and experience in the chat, in the comment section. Your wisdom could make a difference in someone else's life. And now I want to go to men, my brothers. Bro Rich, in one of the story here, I mentioned that the woman wanted to keep the man so badly after he decided to end the relationship that he was given permission to sleep with the woman's 12-year-old daughter. She gave him permission to sleep with her 12-year-old daughter. That is sick. But what I want to ask you is,
that is sick.
if that was you and the woman say to you that, okay, you can stay, please, I will allow you to sleep with my daughter, and you know that's a little baby, what would you do? I know you wouldn't sleep with the woman, not the woman, the child, but where the woman is concerned, what would you do? Like, would you report her to the police? Would you curse her out? Would you try and get help for the little girl? I mean, as a man, because in this case, the guy accepted the offer to sleep with the child and did sleep with the child. So that's not even a man, really. That's just a child molester, really, for him to do that. But as a man, I mean, what would you do with a woman like that?
Okay, so you, hold on.
Mr. Walker, welcome into the live. Welcome. It's good to see you. And I am doing fine. Thank you.
Okay. So what I was saying is that yes, if that was me, because actually, as you say, that man is not a man, you see me?
No.
And yeah, I wouldn't take the offer, but at the same time, I would not report the woman. Because you see, it is the woman that I was in a relationship with, and if I if I ever to if a woman ever to walk in my life, or I ever to walk in a woman life, I wouldn't want to break up as long as this stability is there. You know, so rally around things, but no man, when you say the woman gave him the offer to sleep with the child, and yes, he took the offer. He's not a man, he's a child molester. You see what I mean?
Yes. All right. So you said that, Rich, you wouldn't have reported her because you're in a relationship with her, but you missed the question. You're ending the relationship with her because there are issues. You want out. You're out. You're going out. So you're telling her, "I'm going. I want it to end." But she's trying everything to keep you. But everything she tried, you said no. And the last thing was to offer you her daughter for you to stay. Are you saying you wouldn't have reported her? You're thinking about her getting into trouble. Or wouldn't you not be thinking about the young child who she's trying to abuse that way?
Well, in no,
Welcome to
I
the live.
in no idea will I get into my head like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with a young child. That is absolutely crazy, but
That's it.
yeah.
Well, what would you do? Yeah, I haven't answered. What would you do? Would you try to help the child by trying to get her help, get in touch
Yeah,
with her other families to let them know what it is that your girlfriend now who is trying to? Because I mean, if you're trying to leave her, it's
yeah,
because there's a reason,
man.
and
So
then she
what I
goes to this
say?
length. You really just don't want to stay because this is just now sick. How could you be with somebody who wants to offer you their 12-year-old child?
What I say depends on the situation, because if she is telling me to do that, that is the same thing that you would tell another man to do, you see me?
Exactly. So
Yeah,
right there, it's not even about wanting to be with her. I want to leave for true, but I'm not gonna just leave. Yes, the child won't be your child, but at the same time, it could
sure.
have been your child. So now, are you
Yeah.
gonna try and help the child? What would you do?
No, I just saying people are people. So we got to love people, and as you said, even if it's not my child, you see me, still seek out, you see me, seek out help for that individual.
Now, there was another one where the mother, she and her partner had some argument, and then he left and came back, and I guess the woman expected him to come and show her some love to make up and thing, so he went into the house, and She went looking for him after she noticed he wasn't coming back to her and found that he was in her daughter's room. This child is not his, it's from a previous relationship, 5 years old, and he was found with his face down there, eating out of her plate. Oh my God.
No, no. What you say what you mean when you say eating out of a plate?
What do you
I
mean?
mean,
What do I
I
mean?
mean a literal plate.
Does a person wear a plate below their waist? It's not. We're not being nuts about. We're talking about abusing the child. We're just trying not to be
Yes,
graphic on
yes.
here.
No, no, repeat the question. You say that the man leave and come back,
Yeah, the man and
and
his girlfriend had an issue.
yeah,
He left and came back to the house where she lived with her 5-year-old daughter. He entered the house, said hello to her, and entered in, but she pretended to be sleeping. But she wasn't sleeping. She was lying there, but she was not sleeping. When he went inside and failed to come back within a certain time, she got up and went to look for him. And she couldn't find him anywhere in the house. And the only place she never looked was in her daughter's room. And she decided to go and check in there if he was in there. And yes, he was in there. If she found him in her daughter's room, her 5-year-old daughter, her daughter's room,
yeah.
with the man eating her innocence below.
So
Do you
what?
think that was the man first time?
No,
I don't think so.
what did their daughter do?
She's 5 years old. What do you think she's gonna do? She can't do nothing. She's just
Just sit
instructions.
there. Yeah, that's why I say someone deserve to get a beaten.
Ladies, you're gonna have to really be careful with who you bring into your home. Do you understand? You have women who meet men, and of course they're nice, but what we
Yeah.
need to understand about pedophiles, or to explain better, is men who likes children. They
Yeah.
know how to target single mothers. There was a program some time ago, Wildridge, where they were interviewing a pedophile, and he was asked, "How do you find your victims?" And he said that he goes for single mothers who are vulnerable, and he looks at the children, like how their upbringing, if they're well kept, like you can see where a child needs attention. For example, the child is going to school and his clothes is not very well fitted. He's wearing very old shoes, tattered looking bag. You can tell that mom is struggling. So he look for those sort of parents, and then starts to be nice to them, and then start giving the parents stuff for herself and taking care of the children. He would try to understand the type of mother is dating. Maybe someone who likes to have material things, so he would give her money and tell her, "Oh, go and have fun with your friends, I will stay with the kids." So she would find him to be a good person. "Oh, he's such a father figure. Girl, he lets me go there and he gives me money to do my hair and do my nails. He gives me money to buy my clothes. And he tells me he will babysit the children. He makes sure that they go to swimming. He makes sure that they eat their dinner. He makes sure that the house is, filled up with groceries." And while he's doing that, and she's out there having fun, the children are left at his mercy. So over time, he built trust, and then once he is in and he can get mommy to be away from home, he strike. That's the interview. He explained. That's how he finds children to molest, by grooming the parent, the mother, the single mother. Because he doesn't go after a woman living with a partner or someone who's dating another man. He looks for women who seems to be weak. And that is why, ladies, it's very important that you pay attention with whom you're bringing into your home around your children.
So what I'm saying, the gentleman that you say was on the show and he was being questioned, that must have been a confession for him. He confessed all the things that he are doing.
No, that interview was done in prison. He was in prison, so it's more like the person interviewing is more like trying to get insights of how they behaves, and trying to put it out there so that single mothers like myself can be aware and understand how these men go about doing what they do. So he was already locked up and he gave the interview in prison. So it's not a secret. He's just trying to tell you that it was easy getting in, because I watched the video the other day. I'm just gonna drop this in here. I watched the video the other day. It was a Jamaican YouTuber, and the video was filmed in Jamaica. And there was a girl. He was trying to film this girl and to see if he can get her to do certain things and at what cost. So he approached the girl, and she pretended to be, I'm not interested. Because he didn't look like somebody with money and the whole appearance thing. And then she said she's in a relationship, she has 3 children, and so on and so forth. Not long after, the guy pulled another stunt now, and he decided to drive out his car, his flashy car. I think it was a oh my God, what was the vehicle? It was one of those big name vehicles. Let's say it was an X5. X5 is the older brand, but let's say it's one of those X5. It was a Mark X or something. It was a big name vehicle, very nice vehicle. So he drove down towards where she was walking, and then she realized, oh my God, it's you drive. I didn't know you drive. Mark X, thank you, Mark X. Yeah. And then that changed the whole thing for her. And then the guy got her into the car, and all the stories, man, it changed. Everything changed. She was now interested in the guy because the guy drives a nice car. Listen to this now. First, she told the guy she was a single mother of 3. Then the guy remarks was like, I don't want no woman with no 3 children. Then she changed it, and she said, oh, I only have 2. So just because she wanted to get the man how she wanted the man, now she was okay to change from having 3 children to having 2. Yeah, because the man said he didn't want a woman with so many children. She went on to do some really weird things. She was a mother of 4. Correction in the chat. Mother of 4. Thanks, Mr. Walker. We both watched the same video. She was a single mother of 4. So right there, she dropped a few of her children just to please the man, not knowing that the camera was rolling and this was all prank. Now, what fascinated me at the time was the attitude and the mindset of this young lady. And this is not just her. I went on to watch a few other videos. The mindset and where our young people or adults are. No morals, no principle, no nothing. We're just out there throwing ourselves around and would just easily
And
bring
not just
in.
do anything.
That's right. She was from not
That
interested at the beginning. Now she's in the car. The guy said, "Let me see your breast." He kind of blurred it out so we don't see, but you can see she's bringing her hand up to take it off. She's exposing herself. She's showing him. She pulled her trousers down to show him her private because he asked her to show him. And then she's there talking about how much money she wanted, and it was all about money. And she wanted KFC, and he should take her to KFC, and the whole thing was just, man, it was hard to watch as a woman. The level that she went from up here. I thought she was just a woman with some class, she's gonna hold herself, but she went from up there right under your foot. She doesn't want, the guy talked about cooking food and stuff. She doesn't want cooked food. She doesn't eat those things. She eats KFC and all these other types of food, that these fast food. This girl don't
no,
want to talk about
that
yam and dumpling and banana, those. Oh, she don't want those. No, please tell me now. This
that
is
don't
how simple a man comes into your life and can take advantage of your children, because they already found the right route to calm your mother. Money, material things, and she will give you access to it all without even realizing what she's doing to her own child. How sad.
mhm. That one is a gold digger still on
Absolutely,
it.
Mr. Walker. It was all about money. That's all she was, and in the end, she didn't get jack, but she was humiliated because the guy posted the video. And you know what? The guy left the car at one point, and she stole the guy's phone. But the camera is behind her. She didn't know anyway. She went and searched into the armrest of the car. She found the guy's cell phone. She took it, put it in her bag, and she took something else. When the guy got back in the car, the guy was like, "Where's my phone?" She goes, "I don't know." Excuse me, "Where's my phone?" "It was just here." "I don't know." And then when the guy, because the guy knows, he knew. And when he got his phone back, she took it out of her bag. She went, "I thought it was mine." Jesus Christ. These ladies, man, these are the women we're talking about.
Yeah,
How
man.
easily they can bring
Yeah,
predators
man.
into the lives of
Very,
their.
very terrible, man. Them you see it, gold digger.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, but if you really look at the same things that you were talking about the predator, man, them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how he gets his
if
victim. This is it.
if that was the case, that is the same thing where that the guy there would have been doing, but because it was only a prank.
Yes, he could have been one of those men for true. But he
Yeah,
wasn't really interested in that. But it just goes to show how simple it can be. You
yeah,
understand?
man.
It just goes to show how simple. But really, ladies, I hope if you're listening, you can get something from this, because you have to understand that the children, our children, they are the future, and our action really is what matters. Protection, 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 and awareness. Be aware of your surroundings, of people. Don't be too quick, and don't
Mhm.
choose to put a new relationship over the welfare of your children. So I'm gonna wrap this up now, bros, because it's now after midnight and I've just hit over the 1 hour
Oh
mark.
my God.
So
Okay.
thank you so much for your time and your input.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker. Yeah, I'm spoiling your name, Mr. Walker. Thank you so much for being here, and everyone who's in the back listening, silent listeners. Thank you in advance. But before I close off, I want to wrap up with
All
a
right.
word of
Take
prayer.
them.
Yeah. But before I do, I want to remind you all of these two words we always come back to: God and time. Trust in God. Trust in God. Trust God to guide you, to guide your thoughts through difficult situations, and give yourself the time you need to heal and grow and to make the right decisions for you and your children. God knows your worth, and so should you. Here at Mind Filter, let me remind you, we are committed to supporting each other. Single mothers, single fathers, it doesn't matter. In any way we can. Whether it's through our weekly podcast, our community discussions, or simply being a space where you can share your thoughts and experiences. We are here for you. We understand the challenges you face, and I want to help you find peace, strength, and support in your journey. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Let's close with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time together, for the wisdom and the strength we have bestowed upon us. You have restored upon us. We ask that you continue to watch over every single mother listening to this message. Guide them in their decisions, protect their children, and fill their homes with their love and peace. With your love and peace. May they always remember their worth and the incredible responsibility they hold as mothers. We place their lives and their children in your hands, trusting that you will lead them to safety and happiness. In Jesus' precious and wonderful name. Thank you guys for joining me today. Remember, you are strong, you are worthy, you are never alone. God and time are on your side. Please take care. Please like the video, share with others. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for staying up with me, even though it's this late. But until next time, do stay safe. God bless all of you. If you're late to the party, please hit the replay too. Thank you and goodbye for now. I'm out. But before I go, I want to play my anthem for you one last time. If it had not been for the Lord on my side, where would I be?
Number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I'll learn to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Thank you, Jesus. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Oh, Jesus. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Hold my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I learn to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. So hold my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees I learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk, so help me Jesus. Can't even walk, so help me Jesus.